It was definitely noticeable this fall coming in, just both the team and I knowing what to expect, knowing each other a little bit more, being more comfortable, understanding what the vision and the goals were so that we could get right into it right away. It really shows where we are now starting the season as opposed to the first year, and the excitement around our program, with our student athletes, and how hard they're working and how hard they're working together. It's really a great feeling to have and know that they're supporting each other and really looking forward to competing in the NE10 schedule. Losing the seniors from last year, tough roles and tough shoes to fill in terms of their leadership and how they performed on the court. Certainly those two, along with Shannon last year, provided a lot of our offense and a lot of our leadership. But there are plenty of people in our locker room who are ready, who are willing to take on those roles and have already so far. So, looking for some young players to step up and to perform, well and perform consistently. And in turn, looking at some, leadership from our seniors who provide us with a lot of different things. We have 3 seniors who, on the floor, are different players. Their personalities are different, and so they're really working well together, providing our team with some leadership. Night in and night out, in the NE10, you have to bring your best game. It doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter where. It's going to be a battle, and you've got to compete at the highest level every night. So we like that. We welcome that. We talk about in our program about having that relentless mentality of, taking on all comers and preparing as hard as we can for every situation. So we take confidence from that. And again, it's a thing with our group, that they take pride in wanting those challenges and seeing those challenges as opportunities, to compete with the best and to compete at the top level. I think that's what makes the NE10 great, is, the strength of the basketball in our conference is that if you can compete with the top teams, then you can compete with anyone in the country. It's a senior class that certainly, as you mentioned, doesn't light up the box score, light up the sheet. Are capable though of filling some really huge roles in our program. Did so last year. Each of them provided things that we needed when we needed them in a timely fashion. So, specifically Ashley Briggs, who we call on repeatedly to defend the other team's best offensive guard, and did that last year, and did a great job of that, and is starting to expand the other side of her game this year, and really taking on being our relentless leader, and does that through defense. Emma Daly, unbelievable, remarkable recovery from a springtime ACL surgery, is ready to go, is knocking down shots the way she can, and she can really, in that way light up a score sheet from the perimeter, and we're going to call upon her to do that this year. And Michaela Martin, in a couple of late games last year defensively, was called on and made the difference. Will again be called upon to be a versatile defender, super active on offense, and also provide us with some energy and spark. Having the seniors that we had last year allowed us to develop, Grace and Peyton, to where at the end of the year they were playing huge minutes and making key plays for us. Peyton ended up starting down the stretch. Grace hits a huge 3 in a really close conference game at home to win it for us, and Peyton has a couple huge buckets on the road late in the season to help clinch some games. That experience has really set them up to be comfortable in some roles that I think for sophomores are big. And Shannon certainly impacts the game at both ends. Obviously, if you look at a box score, you see the points and the rebounds, and the way she scores. She's really expanded her game over the summer. To be able to go one-on-one, but to handle double teams, and that's going to be huge as we move through, especially in conference play. But on the defensive end, she does a great job turning away shots, being there and help, getting those key tough rebounds. We really pride ourselves in how we defend. And I think if you look, and even last year in some late games, winning on the road is tough, but we won on the road by defending late possessions, and won some key home games by defending last possession shots. So that's carried over. It carried over through the spring, into our practices in the fall. So we have strength in how we defend and unity through defending. So right from the beginning, we've made that an emphasis. And that hasn't really necessarily come all from the coaching staff. Our group has really rallied around defending hard and taking pride in that. Certainly our game is to play up tempo at both ends, and we're going to look to go to our strengths, especially on offense. And I think now we have multiple playmakers and shot takers that when teams take away our first options, we're going to be able to make plays. And we have a lot of people who can do that in a lot of different ways. Sarah Messler is a versatile, multi-talented player at both ends that, when she has it going, is tough to match up with. She gives us another weapon in what she's capable of doing. First, very rarely is she going to be outworked for a loose ball or a rebound, and that really leads our team that way, where she kind of sets the tone for us in that department. She defends so tough, whether it's a wing player or a post player, and doesn't ever back down. Eva Mazer from Maine has come in. She defensively, is ready to make plays and prove that early in some exhibitions and some scrimmages. And Steph Jankovic, lefty shooter. Again, she's a multi-talented guard that can play multiple spots and can really knock down, and is a tough defender and really learning how to be that at this level. JT, Juliet Thistle, a newcomer necessarily. In some senses she is, because of the work she's put in this summer. She's finally really feeling good and healthy, getting up and down the court well. But the greatest thing that we found out from JT and how she plays is unbelievable court awareness and court sense, and makes some really nice passes and finds teammates. And I think for a post player that can do that and have touch around the rim makes us better.
Hawks on 3, 1, 2, 3, Hawks!